Hello and welcome to another video from me. No, not Psychic Cyril, me Taffy Coins. So it looks like it's finally happened and the modern coin market is finally being well and truly murdered, if I'm honest with you. So I think it's been, like, I've been predicting this for a long while, that this was due to come, that basically a perfect storm was being created between the greed that was just being built up from coin companies. So just like the Royal Mint, Pobjoy, Westminster and a few others, they've just been pumping out just new coins constantly, creating a frenzy. Then you've got lots of the flippers which operate across eBay and the Facebook groups, just buying up everything, creating basically a panic, getting everyone to just buy immediately. The price just basically plummets on everything, and then so all of a sudden nobody wants to buy anything. So it looks like finally that's happened. At the moment, whenever you list anything up just like for a swap, or even if you just want to sell it just at a reasonable price, just so you can just reinvest it into your collection, it's just simply not happening now. I'm on many of the big Facebook groups, and even just a post for something like this. So I've seen these go up. These were someone posted these up for about £65, which is more than reasonable. I would say. So I do have this and another one which is graded, which I am a massive fan of these ones. I haven't bought the second one, the Queen's Virtues Series yet, from the East India Company, which I absolutely love. So these were release price were about £100. Very, very beautiful coins, well designed. Release price was £100. They're selling on eBay for around 85. I've seen them actually go up to about 110 as well. Very, very well designed popular coins. Someone listed them up for £65 on the Facebook group. Couldn't even sell it. eBay is probably the way forward for all collectors now. The Facebook groups basically, I wouldn't say unnecessarily just dead completely, but they still have their uses now just for exchange of information. But I think where for what they were like going back a few years ago, I've been on the Facebook groups for about 8 years now, and whereas before the atmosphere was a lot different. Coin prices were obviously a lot lower back then as well. Yes, people were flipping coins, but it wasn't to the extent to what they were now. I think just over the years, where people have been flipping more and more and more, their pockets have, the greed's got bigger, their pockets have got deeper, just off the back of others, and it's just ruined it for lots of other people, in my opinion. You've got like lots of little like newer items. So I've been to the Royal Mint, so I'll post that video up just with my buys from there as well. So I've got a few of these. I got 6 of these, so I have been trying to let go of like a few of these for about £15, which is below even the eBay price. I did put some of these up on the Facebook groups, but still no bites on these at all. If you are interested in just trading for one of these, just let me know. Drop me a message on my Instagram page and just let me know what you have. I do like some silver stuff, so just let me know if you are interested in anything at all and what you might possibly want for one of these. So this was bought for a friend, so this has become quite popular. So like lots of these were bought up, but on the secondary market, if you tried reselling some of these now, you probably wouldn't even get your money back. One of the winners, though, of modern coins, from what I've seen, just by looking on eBay, is coin sets, specifically mint packs like these. So these are the 2019 sets. These are doing quite doing quite well. Sorry. So these are around £75 to £85 on eBay. Release price on these were £55. So on some of these USATs, you can actually do quite well and just hold their value. The 2020 set is there or thereabout its release price. Basically, everyone bought them up just because of the Olympic 50p coin, because it was cancelled last year. Everyone thought it was going to be sort of like an era coin because it didn't happen. And now they've released another pack this year, just commemorating it, which they would have originally released last year anyway. So like modern graded coins and silver proof coins. So like this, so you would have seen like this in one of my previous videos. So this was a big, well, there still is a big favourite in my collection. So this is going nowhere anywhere soon. So release price from the Royal Mint on this was £95. I had it graded and conserved at a total cost of about £35. I think I bought this from Westminster Mint because the Royal Mint sold out quite quickly, so I had to buy it at £125. So I've got about £160 in this in total. Proof's empty, graded. Now, even on some of the Facebook groups, even like on the New Mistaka group, I don't even see these selling for £120, if I'm honest. I'm not sure if it's just a mixture, just because the Royal Mint managed to sort itself out just with the mintage process to get itself up to scratch with its quality control again, because over the recent years it has been suffering quite badly, and now like some of the areas, like it does seem to have picked up quite a bit. You've got some of the other coins like this. So like this was one that was released by Westminster. So this is the £2 breast cancer support coin, as a Gibraltar £2 coin. They were only about 15. It's either about 1,500 or 2,500 of these originally minted, just in support of a breast cancer charity in Gibraltar itself, and then Westminster had the rights, minted the crap out of it, ramped up the mintage up to about 12,000, and when at one point these were going for, I think off the top of my head, they were going up to as much as about £60, between £60 and £75 each, if not more. When Westminster minted the crap up to them, all of a sudden, then prices on these plummeted. You can probably still buy some of these just in the blue cards for about £15 each, £15 to £20, which is a shame because it is a beautiful coin, supporting an absolutely fantastic charity as well. So you've got lots of stuff like that which has suffered and like died away, unfortunately. So we'll move some of the modern stuff out of the way and then just move on to where I think the most collections are going now. So you've got then your back to basics collection, which is basically your pre-decimal, your hardcore collectors items. Then the market on these items are very much stable. You don't see sort of the extremes in prices that you do in the modern collections, and just because the mintages on these have been well known, if there's any errors or varieties, they've been well documented for years. You know what to look for, you know where you are, and you're done. The price is usually quite set, and everything's all good. You can still get really good bargains on old coins as well. A lot better than you can with modern coins at the moment, because if you buy modern coins, you might get them cheap, but you can't even resell them, so it's a bit pointless. So this is just one of my recent pickups. So this is a 1950 penny, and this is in wonderful condition. Mintage on this is about, I believe it's about 240,000. I think I might have just slightly overpaid on this. I'm not quite sure. To be honest, I don't really care. Mintage on this is about 240,000, and the condition's absolutely wonderful. It does have some staining on the coin, unfortunately. Debating whether or not just to get this graded, just because of the mintage as well. But it is absolutely fantastic. And just get a nice clear shot of that as well for you. Lots of people on some of the older groups where you'll find there's tons and tons of silver coins being like this. So this is a 1915 shilling, 0.925 silver, and you can pick up lots of like these silver coins just at silver spot value, and they're fantastic to pick up stuff like this if you're just like me, if you're not looking for anything that's too expensive, and if you're looking just to complete folders like this. So I've got elastics around these some of these folders, just to let you know, just because some of the folders are a little bit old, and some of the coins obviously, like, they've been worn over time, so they do tend to fall out. So you've got like fantastic old designs. I'm not saying that modern coins are ugly in any way, but you just like the designs, like just going back like there, 1918, you've got these half crowns with a fantastic details and everything, and the designs were more stable as well. You wasn't worrying about just trying to collect all of the different designs all of the time. You were just more worried about just getting that one coin largely just in your collection then, and just maybe just getting it like a date run, and just getting like buying up a Whitman album and just getting everything completed like this. Everything's so much more stable and more predictable, and just like the coin prices on older coins as well, they have been steadily increasing over the years also as well. You don't really have to worry about it at all. You can see what I mean just by like some of these coins do fall out while you keep the elastics on. But it's like everything's, personally for me, it's more fun just trying to do something like this. I was like, I know the Royal Mint does have like the 50 pence albums and everything, but I think just because of they constantly churning everything out now, and even lots of the commemorative coins now, they're not even reaching circulation, so it's making things less desirable to want to collect the modern stuff, just because if you want the commemorative stuff, you have to just buy the packs. You can't just dig into your pocket and search your change anymore. It's getting to be more of a money making scheme rather than just for the collectors themselves, and that's what I truly believe, and that's what I think that most collectors are doing now. It's like, don't get me wrong, you've got lots of people which are in the hobby that really are genuinely just in it just for the love, but it's killing everything quite quickly over time now where it's quite off-putting. I've seen on the Facebook group so many people have just given up on collecting just because there's so many people just buying up the market on just some of the modern coins, and everyone's missing out. And then all of a sudden, as soon as a coin's released, it's immediately all put on eBay, usually then just for a pre-sale, and then you can't get hold of anything at all unless you pay like double or triple the price. And it's like the coin companies are just as guilty. They don't they don't restrict numbers on the amount of coins that people can buy also, and they don't really help themselves. It's like the Royal Mint has done it with some items. They did it with the Three Graces at the beginning of the year because they knew the popularity, because when the Uno and the Lion was released in 2020, it's like the prices on them have just gone absolutely through the roof. They've been absolutely phenomenal, and you can see why, just because the design on them is the old William YN designs from the Great Engravers is just absolutely outstanding. I can't wait for any of the future releases. So unfortunately I did have to part with my Three Grace coins just because of some car issues just with my wife, so we've had to obviously just focus on that and get her sorted and up and running. So now she's all sorted again. When we're in a better position, I might be able just to acquire one again and just focus and just rebuilding back up the collection just over time, because it has suffered in recent months just to like lots of personal circumstances. But things happen, and to be honest, a lot has happened in the last 18 months anyway, just like worldwide, just because of COVID, and lots has changed just with family dynamics, just because lots of people are working from home and everything else, where everyone has to adapt to like a new way of life in essence. And the same's just been with like coin collecting. It's just like, it just seems in the last certainly 2-3 years, it's like maybe probably as far back as about 2016, I would probably say, since like the phenomenon of like the first Beatrix Potter releases, when they released the first silver-proof coloured coins, and the first Peter Rabbit coin just sold out in 3 days, and then all of a sudden it took off, and the prices absolutely skyrocketed. At one point it was £1,100 just for that one silver-proof coin. Now it's gone down to about £300 to £400. I don't know why. It's got a mintage of 15,000. It's not a small mintage on that coin at all. It's not a particularly great design either. I wouldn't personally fork out that much for it. If you look at the other 2016 ones, they haven't done too bad. If you compare them against like the 2017 or the 2018 ones, which absolutely bombed, you can probably pick up some of those silver-proof ones now somewhere between about £25 and £30 each. So it's just like the coin companies and mints have made themselves a victim of their own success in some ways as well. So it's just like, whereas they're producing all of these releases now, it's like, if you go back to like with the Rock Legend series, just with the David Bowie ones, I'll just get that back on screen, just from my Elton John one as well, just like with some of these ones. Just with some like the Brilliant and Circulated packs, versions of just these, you can still get some of them on the Royal Mint website. They produce the special edition packs, but they were limited to about 15,000 each, and they're still available on the website. And like the Elton John one was released, I believe it was like sometime last year. I think it was before Christmas, so it's not exactly as if it's rare. It's not hard to find, just because it's limited edition. It's got there are some of the nice, like some of the David Bowie ones and the Elton John ones. They are really well designed, the limited edition ones, but it's not great when they're creating 4 or 5 different versions of one thing, and then all of a sudden, for collectors, then it's just like, what are you supposed to do? It's like, just try and stick to what you know, I would say. Just keep it basic. So whereas I used to try and collect like silver proof 50 pences and £2 coins, I used to try and get one of each one. Now they've produced so many, and they're producing them left, right and centre. They're producing extra ones which aren't even appearing in the Urset packs. I'm just not bothered. There's just literally, there's no point anymore, because you can't keep up with them. So like the Royal Mint is charging you £55 for a silver proof 50 pence coin, which isn't even a paid for coin. It's just a standard one, and by the time you pay your £55, it's like, by the time it hits the resale market, then you're going to be lucky if you can get about £40 back for it. It's like, one of the biggest victims, I think, was the Sherlock Holmes one, which actually dropped down to about £30. You've got the 2016 Team GB Olympics one, which bombed as well. I think that was overproduced. It's not a particularly great coin design either. So there's lots out there just to think about, and just think about just like where your collection's going. I know lots of my modern coins are going quite soon. This is where everything's going at the moment. So just let me know, leave a comment just on the video, just to see what you think. Tell me where your collection's going, what you think about the modern market. I know I've got a few of you that watch around the world, in America and Canada. Just tell me what you think. Like, is the mints in your country going the exact same way? Is the collectors market in your countries going the exact same way? And I'll just be interested just to hear. Just drop me a message on Instagram, just to say hi. I might be setting up a Discord channel up soon as well, so if any of you also want to join as well. So take care, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I won't blabber on for too much longer. Just to say thank you, and don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification button. Thank you very much.